Good morning. So I've decided this weekend I'm not going to do like a specific video. I'm just going to vlog what I'm doing for the whole weekend because I have a load of jobs I want to get done and nothing's like a big enough deal for its own video. So I just said I'll just do a little kind of weekend well spent vlog. So I'm just taking my breakfast, which is Greek yogurt, chia seed and fruit for anybody interested, down to the polytunnel because I need to check a few things down here before I head off for the day. Okay, so this is the potting area, and I really wanted to put in like a good potting area that I had plenty of room, like all of my big seed trays can go under here, and the trays that I put like the smaller stuff in can go in there, and then all my little pots and my bits and pieces. But I also have like all the I don't know if you can see it over there, like the china bits, like the cups and the plates and things like that. Or I should really eat this and then talk. But I want to make like the plate stands and the bird feeders and stuff for when I go to farmers markets, so I just have something extra to offer alongside the flowers and that. And they're all just sitting in crates and they really need to be gone through and sorted and tidied. So I feel like I need a little bit of extra shelving. And also, this is very messy and it's kind of freaking me out because I wanted this section of the polytunnel, the sitting section, to be like really relaxing and just somewhere to chill. And I just feel like you're sitting on the couch looking at all the shelves of pots, it's not the nicest of views. So there's the rain. So I feel like something along here, that this will just be like a flat back maybe on this side, or like a nice cupboardy thing here, and that'll kind of cover in here. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm actually going to go to the charity shop this morning and see if I can get something. So I don't have a measuring tape, so I'm kind of like, this is boobish height, and it can be about that length. I'm just not arsed going to the shed to get a measuring tape, so I'm going to finish my breakfast and nearly fell over, we'll head off. I just checked the weather and this rain is just down for like a couple of minutes and then it's dry for the rest of the day, which is great. But then it's dry up till about 5 o'clock and lashes, so I need to get my like outside grass cutty stuff done. And you know what, apparently like it says it's 17 degrees in polytunnel, but it actually feels kind of colder today. But it's supposed to go up to 16 degrees, so we'll see what happens. But right, let's go. Okay, so I got a cabinet. This is actually the second time down to the charity shop because it wouldn't fit in the car in a winter, and I had to get them to take it into the two parts. I brought one up to Kel's and just dumped it in Helen Fran's house, and then the second part is in the booth there. So is it within the measurements I took? No, I don't think so. Well, it's definitely taller. I didn't really measure the width or the depth, but it'll fit and it'll look grand, and actually I think is ideal for what I want. So we'll see. Okay, I'm home. It's 10 to 2. I'm out way later than I intended. I have the top half of the cupboardy thing in the boot of the car. I had to go into the shopping centre to get a few bits, so that kind of delayed me. So now I need to empty the car, get rid of this, and then belt back down to Kel's to collect the other half. I was thinking about leaving it there, but I didn't really want to go as far as Kel's tomorrow, so I think I'm just going to go and buy the bullet. Yeah, because I have to go and get petrol for the strimmer, and I have to get 2-stroke oil to go in with the strimmer petrol. David went through all this with me yesterday evening because this is not my area of expertise and he is just not around today or tomorrow. So I have to suck it up, buttercup, and do all this myself. So I'm going to go empty the car, get the bits, and then head back to Kel's. Okay, it's 2:20 and I have the car emptied. I have the 2 petrol cans in the car. I have to go and get the other half of this dresser. I have to go get petrol for the lawnmower. I have to go get petrol for the strimmer. I also have to get 2-stroke something. It's called 2-stroke. I don't know if it's an oil or an additive. There's a 10-year-old going past driving a tractor. Anyway, I have to go get 2-stroke, whatever it is, to put in with the whip, and because I learned all sorts that if you put something that takes petrol with 2-stroke, if you put petrol with 2-stroke in it and something that just takes petrol, it's fine. It'll be a little bit smoky, but it'll be fine. But if you just put petrol without the 2-stroke, whatever it is, into something that needs the 2-stroke, you will seize the engine. So there you go, lesson learned, passing on my knowledge. So I have to go get that. I have to go get petrol, I have to go get 2-stroke, I have to go get the other side of the dresser, and then I have to go home and get actually something done, because I've done an awful lot of running around this morning without doing it. Do you know what I mean? Right, fine. Okay, finally home, changed into my worky clothes, and I'm going to get the strimmer out of the shed. I think I need to get like a selfie stick because my arm is not long enough. I feel like I'm zooming in my face the whole time. Maybe I'll just off the lawnmower. Now, zooming. It just looks like it's like thread, so I can just. Which one is it? Sure. That looks like it's way higher than the other ones. Oh well. Just twisting. Looks higher than the one on the other side, but sure, look. What can we do? Actually, this isn't a bad thing, because I just realised, like, you hear people talking about changing the height of your lawnmower wheels, and I just realised that's literally, there's 3 different holes in it, so you can just screw it out, screw it back in. So there you go, you learn something new every day. Today is a learning day. Yeah, look. I don't think I can switch this around. Over here, actually, I'm going to put, so I got the 2-stroke. It's semi-synthetic 2-stroke oil. So that's it there, and it's the 1-shot bottle. This is the one David told me to get. So this is 1 full bottle to 5 litres or a gallon of petrol. So even has 2-stroke written on this, because the one without the 2-stroke doesn't have written on it. That's for the bottle, but this is for the whip. So this is 5 litres. So this whole bottle goes in here. Let me do that now. Should probably have gloves on doing this as well. Peely thing. I don't have anywhere better to put my phone, but this doesn't have a smell of it. I know I shouldn't sniff this, but I like to smell petrol. There we go. Looks like raspberry syrup. Go in the recycling. Finally have all my bits together. So we have the whip, which I realise actually I've been saying whip all day. The strimmer, that's what I mean. Got our jerry cans, got my screws, got my drill, gloves, lawnmower. So we're going down there. The far side of the polytunnel is where the compost bays are going. Didn't want to put them over this side because we've got a stream going down, and sometimes you can get runoff and things like that. So you can't have anything like that going into a water source. So we're going safe for putting them over this side. I need to let the chickens out as well. I'm just going to let the ladies out. We don't let them out when we're not here because we don't know what the fox situation is like, but part of me is like, I know as soon as they see me working over there, they're going to be straight over. They're going to drive me mad shooing them, but I'm going to let them out because they like being out. Okay, let's see how closely I paid attention to getting this thing running. So, first of all, I need to put the fuel in her. Okay. 2-stroke. And I'm filming this, so if something goes wrong with it, I can say I put the right one in. And you see me put the 2-stroke in it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is that running everywhere except into the thing? She's spilling. There we go. I don't know what the max fill on this is. Oh, I should have asked them that, how much you're putting this. Oh, that'll do, there's loads. I can top it up. No, no, you need to go now. Off you go. Go in. I don't need them getting chopped. Right, okay. Fucking fuel all over this. This is not good. Oh well. Okay. Wipe all that off. Okay, so turning on the, is that already on? I think that's on. On time. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think it's just pull this. Oh, the choke has to be up. I think I just pull this thing. No, okay, let's do that again. You have to hold it up like this, yeah? No, I can lie this in the ground to do this. I'm really sure. Oh, nearly. This is not going well. I don't want to flood the motor. What am I doing wrong? I had the choke up. I primed it. Loads of fuel. We primed it. Okay. Leave it with me. Got it going. I had the choke up too high. So David said to leave it for a minute or two to warm up. And then I can get cracking. Okay, that actually went fine. It's set like the strap David has for, I'm just realising now there's an adjuster and I could have adjusted it because it was a bit like I had more of the weight in my arms than going around my neck, but it was actually fine, it did the job. So I'm just going to start lashing the pallets into place, and there's no point in, what am I trying to say, rake up the grass because the compost base will be grass in the way. So right, let's go get the pallets done. I'm on a roll. outside done. Is it perfect? No. Is it the most aesthetically pleasing thing to look at? No. But it is functional, and that's all that matters for now. Because I need somewhere for when we cut the grass around here to put it into, also when I clean out the chicken coop to put it into, so, and get lots of like compost on the go. So I'm really happy that that's started. I obviously will go another one out that side, and I can't really go any further that side with the electricity pole, but we'll probably put more in over time. Ideally the pallets in the middle will be the same height as the pallets in the back and the side, so you can fill them more, but that's what I have for now, so it'll do. I actually have more pallets in Kells that I can bring down over time, but I specifically kept this one to be like the door to the first pallet bay, because chickens are obsessed with getting into compost bays and like ripping them to shreds. So I need to have a door on the front one when it's started. So this one, you can see the wood is like closer together, so there's less room for them to get their beaks in or squeeze themselves in, because they will try to squeeze themselves in between the gaps. I try to do the same with the back ones. Now that one's a bit wider than I'd like, but sure, look, as I said, it's not perfect, but it'll do. So this will be just like lifted up in front of it and then take away when I'm putting stuff in it. But yeah, I'm actually really happy that I have these done. It's another little tick off the list. Right, so I'll put this up and show you what it looks like. Now hopefully that'll keep the chickens out. Right, next job. And when I'm on full production mode, next is cutting the grass. So I want to do the path all along the polytunnel, and then I need to go into the polytunnel and sort out in here, because it is just, we're on the verge of losing control. This is going to be a lot of work, because I'm going to have to move stuff from up there. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of work. This is not all going to get done today. It'll be tomorrow as well. I don't even know if it will all get done, but I'll give her a go. That's the universe's way of telling me, stay lazy, girl, stay lazy. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, I'm swinging out of it and it's not starting. And I don't want to go mad because I don't want to flood it either. But I don't know what to do now. I have to have a think about this. Finally got the lawnmower working. I had it sitting on this grass and it wasn't giving the blade the chance to turn and get going. So I moved it into a shorter part here and it worked. So I got the little path around this side done. Now I'm going to go in and start the pipe. Okay. Little, Jesus Christ. It's a chicken. Sorry. They're out. How? I don't know. But I've noticed, right, that when David is around, I'm actually useless. I'm like, oh, it's too heavy. Oh, I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Here, you do it. It's quicker. Like, useless. But when he's not around, I'm like, well, I've no choice but figure this out myself, because if I don't, it doesn't get done. And 99% of the time I figure it out. So like, why am I like that when he's around? Like, is it just, as much as I don't admit it, it's probably just pure laziness, because he's like, oh, he's quicker, let him do it. He's stronger, let him do it. I need to stop doing that. Could you imagine how productive we'd be if, like, I was on full productive mode while he was here as well? Like, I don't know. I've made the mistake of sitting on the couch. Now I can't get up. Oh. It's 8:10, so I wanted to get all the stuff moved out of this end so I could get in and get it with the lawnmower. That's something we're going to have to think about. I was only saying to David earlier what I'm going to do with the floor down here, because, well, the ground, you know what I mean, because with all the shelves and stuff for the potting bits and pieces. The grass is popping up at the back of it and the front, and it's just awkward, and I can't like be moving it every week or every second week to get in to cut the grass. So we're gonna have to look at something. I think definitely weed membrane, but then I was saying maybe what if we put wood chip down, but Dave doesn't think that's a great idea. Ideally I'd like to put like patio slabs, but I mean that would be a lot of money. So for the time being, I think it might just be weed membrane with the outdoor rugs to try to jazz it up a bit. But we could do that one of the evenings next week if I get in and get it all cut today. But I don't think I'm gonna get it all cut today because it's 8:10. It's getting late and I'm getting tired. Okay, 8:15. I am gonna go and do like 15 minutes of power. I'm just gonna belt into it for 15 minutes, and then after that I've done what I've done, and that's me set up for tomorrow. Then I just need to water in here, and then I'm gonna head in for the evening, have an early night, and get up and get back at it tomorrow. Okay, that actually took 10 minutes. Thought I was going to be able to pull the two of them out, but David has them all screwed into each other, so they're just going to have to be a job with the clippers. Excuse me, to go around them. But I think I have 5 minutes left. I may as well get the grass done now as well. Okay, I got a bit carried away and I did, I mowed some of the path, but now I realise it's 8:45 and I still haven't done any watering. The chickens aren't in, I'm not fed, I haven't even turned the hot water on yet. So, okay, I'm going to go up, turn the water on, with the hot water on for my shower, the water on for water in the polytunnel. Then I'm going to see if I can get the chickens in, and I'm going to put the lawnmower and all that stuff away. So, yeah, okay, right. Okay, that's a wrap for today. It's actually lashing. It's taken here. It's 9:10, and I'm probably out here an hour longer than I thought I'd manage. So I'm delighted with that because I've got a good few bits done. So I'm gonna go up, get myself in the shower, have a very early night, and then be up and at it in the morning. Good morning. It's Sunday morning. It's 11:25. Thought I'd be open out sooner than this, but it's actually quite tired this morning because I didn't stop till, I don't know, about 11 o'clock last night, because by the time I came in from the garden it was well after 9. Then I had to have something to eat, and I was just, tidying and doing some laundry and that sort of stuff. So I'm a little bit tired today, but I'm gonna go out now and get cracking. It's actually raining. It's like that real, fine rain that soaks you, like the misty rain. But I'll be in the polytunnel, so I'll be fine. So the fam are coming over for dinner today, so I have till about 3 o'clock. Then I need to come in and like get dinner started and stuff. So it's now 11:25. That gives me like what? Oh God, why am I doing maths on camera? 11:30 till 3:30 would be 4 hours, so 3.5 hours. 3.5 hours to go get cracking at the polytunnel. So I'm gonna go. Right, so last night when I was down here, I was thinking I'd get in with like the clippers today and like a spider on my phone. Like get in under here and clip all the grass down. But now I'm thinking I'm not gonna bother. I'm gonna wait till during the week till David's around. I'm going to move everything from here down. We'll get the lawnmower in and cut everything down, and then we're going to put some, I think, weed membrane. Even if I put the weed membrane around the edges or something, I'm going to have to do something because it's just not practical to have to move this every time the grass grows, and it's absolutely leopard out of it in here. I thought it would be too warm and it would mainly die off, but I was wrong. So what I'm going to do today is take everything off these shelves, give them a lick of paint. I'm going to leave the top of this blue. I might actually leave this because it's not too bad, it's fine, but this is going to get a lick of paint as well. And then I need to move the new cabinet and put it here, and I need to take all the like plates and bowls and stuff I have in crates over there, put them into the new cabinet, and give this area like a really, really good tidy. And the whole polytunnel needs a tidy because there's just bits and pieces of shit everywhere. So that is the plan for today. I had to go off there because even with like my music blaring, I could just hear this like rumble, and I was like, oh my god, this is it, I'm dead, stampede of cows is gonna come true. But then I was like, that sounds like a tractor, so I went up the front to see, and there was like 5 or 6 tractors in convoy, so that was a noise. Now I don't know, maybe they're all out going to a tractor run, or else they're all out doing the silage together, I don't know. But it was just as well I went up because I never closed the front gate, and 3 of the chickens were going wandering down the lane towards the neighbours, so I had to go round them up. Never a dull moment. Okay, so that cup of coffee is doing what I needed that cup of coffee to do, which is great. So now I am just going to go and get a roller. What the hell is this? Ignore that. I'm just going to go and get a roller, see if I have a tray, and get cracking with getting a layer of paint on stuff, and then I can move the dresser into place. And it's now 1 o'clock, so I have 2 hours. Okay, time for paint. Don't know that I'm entirely in love with this colour. It's a bit more greyish than spring rosemary, which to me is more of a green tint, but I bought it, so it'll do. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a mix, although it's a fairly light colour, so I don't think it needs as much mixing as, say, the purple that we used for the coupe. I actually have a good bit of that purple left, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll just do the things in here purple, but then I was worried I was running the risk of turning into Marie from Breaking Bad. If you haven't watched Breaking Bad, there's a character in it called Marie, and it starts off like she's like might be wearing a purple top, or she'll have bought something new for her house and it's purple, and it's never pointed out, it's just subtle, and by the end of the series, like, everything in her house is purple, everything she wears is purple. I think she even has a purple car. Like, it's just mad. So I always think of that when I think of like purple. So I was like, nah, we won't go purple in here. And I had to buy this paint to do, I still have to do it actually, like there's little parts of the coupe like along the edge of the roof and the windows and stuff that I had in a similar colour before, but I wasn't able to get it again. So initially when I was going to do it, I was going to do the edges of the like I said, the little detaily bits of the coupe white, but then I seen this, it was nearly like a very slightly minty green, and it just kind of popped against the purple more than the white did, but I couldn't get it again, so I went for this one. It looked like it was the closest, so it's a bit more greyish than it is that kind of minty green, but it'll do the job, it's fine. And I have lots of it, so I may as well use it in here. I still haven't fully decided. I think I'm going to do a mix of this and then blues and things, because they're just colours that I like. The desk I have there, the pot and bench, I'll probably still leave that, the red, because I quite like that. And then down here is the bits of pink. I mean, they're not doing any harm, so I probably will leave them. Maybe eventually change them, but we'll see. Again, like, painting is not my strong point, so there will be people looking at me giving out yards that I'm just using this like old stick to do this, but sure, look, it gets the job done. We're using what we have. I don't even have a proper paint tray, so we're using this yoke off mushrooms. So right, let's get cracking. I do not enjoy painting. I don't have the patience for it. I don't know what it is about it. I just don't like it. And I really like doing up furniture. Do you know what I mean? I like the result, what you can do with furniture, and I like the like deciding what colours to use and things like that side of it. And I love seeing it when it's done, but I don't actually like the painting part. And I think I just because I find it like just all like so confusing, like what type of paint are you supposed to use, what's the best kind of brush to put on. Like this is even now, like this roller is like a sponge roller, and I'm like, would I be better off with one of the fluffy rollers? I don't know. And I really don't have enough of an interest in it to like bother going and finding out. Now this is like a shiny kind of a thing. Well, inside isn't. Inside is kind of chalky now because of the paint that's on it, but the outsides of it are kind of shiny, and I know like that's making it harder for the paint to stick to. And then the top there was paper that I've kind of half peeled off as much as I can. If this was a piece of furniture that was like really out there on show, I would be making like a much greater effort with it. I would have like, you know, sugar soaked it and sanded it if needed and primed or whatever. But because these are kind of just in the corner and they're going to be very much hidden by the new dresser, I'm not that worried about them. I'm just trying to give them a very quick freshen up. In time, yeah, maybe I'll do something with them and I'll put a bit of effort into them, but for now it's really just a freshen up. But as you can see, I'm literally like throwing the paint at it because I think it just needs, again, if I primed and sanded and all that, like it would probably be going on fine, but it's not really going on. But I think once I get one layer of paint on, let it dry, then that'll kind of give the second layer of paint something to stick to. That's what's going to happen in my head. Probably won't happen that way, but I don't know. Don't come to me for paint and decorating advice anyway. Right, so got a coat of paint on these. Like it will probably take a couple of coats, but the first one is on. So realistically speaking now, there is no point in like putting stuff into this area if I want to take it all out during the week to put wee membrane down. But at the same time, I really want to see what this dresser looks like down here, so I'm going to just move the dresser down now just to give me an idea of what it looks like. I mightn't put anything in it though, so that when it comes to moving everything it's easier. All the stuff is there in crates, although I wasn't thinking, and I took all the plates and stuff out of the crates, put them on the ground thinking I'd be putting them straight into the dresser, and then I put all the seed trays into the crates. But what's the point in putting everything into the dresser if we're going to be moving it again and it'd be too heavy to lift everything in it? So that was a bit of a silly move. So what I might do is actually just lift the dresser down, get that in place just so I can see what it looks like, and then maybe move all of this stuff down so at least this area is cleared for when we move everything during the week. Okay, so this is it. Now, very rough around the edges, but with a bit of TLC, I think it's going to be beautiful. Like, look on the front at the detailing, it's kind of like a bit of an Art Deco vibe about it. Like even the handles, they look like little envelopes. And on the detailing, and even on the back, it's made in England. I don't know what this number represents, but as I said, it's a bit rough on the inside. We need to evict all the spider webs, but we need to do a few little repairs. Like it looks like that could be fixed up there, but there's plenty of room. What is that? Oh, it looks like something fucking died in there. Anyway, nothing a bit of paint and paper can't fix. The drawers, somebody went to the time to paper the inside of the drawers, which is pretty much what I'm going to be doing. And then up the top, like I love all this detailing. And again, this is on, seems to be moved around. Like there's lots of nice detailing on these. It kind of looks like do you know the peacock is walking along, they have their tail feathers closed. And then now this, oh god, has brackets that obviously the whole thing will have to be bracketed down to make it more secure, but like this bit here is for standing your plates up against. And there's lots of room in here. I think it's lovely. I'll guess from this side, yeah, even up the top, like the detailing is lovely. Now this bit's after falling off, but that's the, I don't know what you call that, like a little bit of edging or coving, or I don't know what you call it, but it does need a bit of TLC. But I think it's going to look really, really nice, and it'll like kind of block this area, because this area doesn't look particularly nice because it's just full of like plastic pots and seed trays. So see what I mean? It could afford to go back a little bit. But now I'm wondering if we're even better or if we would be better putting it, say, at an angle, so it kind of comes out from here. Do you know what I mean? Covers this off, like say there and there, and it goes across the front of the two of them, nearly like it's making a triangle. But we'd have a little opening at the side here that I could get in and get my bits. So that might tidy that up a bit. But I really like it. I think it's lovely. There was a bit of a debate between myself and David over, because obviously when I went and picked it up from the Vincent de Paul charity shop yesterday, I seen the price and I said, yeah, perfect, that'll do. And we got home and he was like, how much did you pay for that? And I was like, guess. He was like, 20 quid. And I was like, 20 quid? 20 quid? Seriously? And he was like, well, it's not in great nick, Claire. Like, it does need a good bit of work. And I was like, yeah, but look at the detail on it. Like, it's not actually in that bad of a nick. And he was like, 30. And I was like, no, I paid 50. And he was like, 50. And I was like, yeah, 50. I think it's worth it. But I love it. Love it so much. Don't know what colour I'm going to go with it. I'm not leaving it that dark brown. I don't know what colour I'm going to go. Initially, my thoughts are like maybe like a petrol-y kind of a blue. And then with these bits up here, we might do something to make them stand out. Like do some sort of a like brushed kind of a gold. And even with the knobs, I think I'll do something with them. I'm not changing the knobs because I like the original. I think they've got character. But I might even do them kind of a gold or even a bronzy kind of colour. Then the inside, if we can get some really nice like paper for the back, I don't know. We'll judge and do something amazing. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. And it's going to be perfect for storing all of this stuff, because I like to go around charity shops and see if there's any, you know, old plates and teacups. And then I make the cake stands and I make the little teacup bird feeders. But I need something to store them in once they're done, because as you can see, I had them in the crates and they get really, really dirty. So at least in here, it's a way of storing them. But I think it will look really cute as well, and underneath I can put all the loose plates. That's all I've got time for. It's 3 o'clock. I need to go in and get myself washed, get the dinner on, but I think it's going to look really well. Don't know that I'm happy with that just straight there. I think definitely coming out from like the end of the potting table out at an angle to cover that off will look a lot nicer. It should fit in. I'm just worried about how close that'll be to the side, but we can adjust that. This green thing here is very handy for storing stuff on, but I don't like that. I just like it like open down here. I might turn it around so that the shelves are facing this side. And then the flat back is going out this way, and then maybe put like a lemon or a citrus tree or something in front of it there. And just because I want this area to obviously be very practical, to be easy to work in, but I also want it to kind of look nice because it's like the messiest part of the polytunnel. And like, you know, obviously the reason for having the polytunnel is growing stuff in, but we have like all this space for growing in. I want down here to be kind of like a nice kind of seating area, you know, relaxing area. Like it's a really calm, nice place to sit in, but sometimes it's not as nice when you're sitting looking at the absolute chaos of a pot and bench. So if I can make this area be functional but also look like really nice, that's the plan. The red desk will be staying there. I'm thinking of slightly putting the couch at more of an angle over this side as well. I don't know. I will decide all that when we pull all of this out and get the weave membrane down. But yeah, for now, I'm really happy with how everything is coming along. As they say, Rome wasn't built in a day. So, okay, gotta go. Bye.